He may have been the most gifted basketball player ever to come out of Durfee High School in Fall River. His talent led to recruitment from many of the top colleges and universities across the country, a feature in Sports Illustrated, and eventually a pro contract with the Boston Celtics. Yet all the talent in the world couldn't save him from drug addiction. His name is Chris Herren, and after realizing his dream of playing with the Boston Celtics, he saw his career come to a screeching halt thanks to his demons. Since August 1st, 2008, Herren has been clean and sober and goes on speaking engagements across the country. He teamed up with Pembroke's Titans Against Drugs last week for a powerful presentation at Pembroke High School.
So it's not the first time that Chris has been to Pembroke. It's the first time that Pembroke Titans Against Drugs has sponsored him and brought him here. We're bringing him here because of what his message is, his story, obviously. It's a big-time story. The ESPN's done documentaries on him. He travels the world, I think, discussing it. We had him at the high school earlier this afternoon to speak to all the Pembroke High School kids, and it was quite powerful, very real. You could hear a pin drop in there, and I'm even more excited to see what he brings tonight for the whole public.
I do about 250 speaking engagements a year. Roughly 175 to 200 high schools. I work with Alabama football, Florida State football, the Los Angeles Kings. I'm with all those teams multiple times a year. I do the NFL rookies, NBA rookies. So a wide range of audiences, but my favorite is high school. Because I think kids want to do the right thing. And I think they know they're doing the wrong thing. And I think they're torn. I think they have one foot in, one foot out. And I believe most want to do the right thing. I don't think we go through great lengths as children, as teenagers, to cover up our Friday night. We go to great lengths to cover up our Saturday nights. We wouldn't cover it up if it wasn't a mistake.
Chris's story, he told it to the high schoolers today, was not just about, it's not just about drinking or using the substances, always something behind that, and it's whether it's lack of confidence or feeling like you don't fit in, and using substances, teen drinking, those things to kind of escape from that and to only have fun that way. And he talks about how that was him.
You know, I think at the end of the day, when people listen to my story, I'm really every parent's worst nightmare. You know, when I was playing shortstop in Little League or serving Mass as an altar boy, my mom, that wasn't her expectations. You know, you hear that cliche all the time, it can happen to anybody. I don't really believe everybody believes that. And that's the reason why nobody prepares for it. But if I can share my story and impact somebody, if I could help someone else who's struggling, see that there's a way out, that's what it's all about. You know, in my opinion, I think rock bottom, the word itself, has killed a lot of people. I don't even use it. I'm not a fan of it. I think parents wait till it's too late. I know for me, in my journey, I woke up every day taking a chance at dying. That's a pretty bad day. I mean, when you take a drug that can kill you, things aren't going too well. And I did that for 8 years. So my bottom was 8 years long, in a sense. I don't think you have to wait for the inevitable overdose, the inevitable car crash, the inevitable handcuffs. I don't think you have to wait for that.
He does what he does, and we do what we do for the same exact reason, to affect one person. That's all we're asking for. We know that no one's going to change the world, and people are still going to make these mistakes, and drugs are never going to go away. But just people to really think about some of the choices that Chris made, what they led to, why some of those choices didn't seem like big deals at the time, but what they turned into, and just how susceptible all of us, and it's not just kids, it's adults too, can be to some of these things.